Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about the newest edition in the coloring book series by Klara Markova, and of course I'm talking about the beautiful fairy celebrations. Look at that foiling. For someone who loves shiny things and glittery things, it's wow, just as dreamy as her other ones. I will do a flip through first and then talk about the page that I colored in. I think I have it in a good angle so that everything is well visible. I've zoomed in a bit, but I think I just have to zoom out a little bit to make it better. Okay, so when opening the book, this card is from the Facebook group where I bought this book. It was super lovely. Oh, I have to show you. Together with the book, we were sent a little present by the lady who takes care of the orders for this book and for the postage. She included one Derwent Lightfast pencil. It's the violet one. Yeah, it doesn't want to. Yeah, here we are. And I've already used it on my first picture that I did in this book. So I'm going to leave it here. So that was a super nice present because I don't have these pencils and I really like them. I think they're comparable to the luminances. And I also think it's supposed to be because they also have used this pure wood. So I think they want us to make the connection between them and the luminances. So, okay. Then we have a small note by Klara herself, talking about the love that went into making the fourth book. And we also have a very cute bookmark to color in. And here we have her 3 books, starting by the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. So super lovely. Her previous ones were always straight, not with these roundings. So it's very nice that she made a different one. And I love the fact that her stocking has fallen down a bit. So, okay, let's dive in. I have to say this book is even more beautiful than her previous ones. So here I did the title page. And this is my full name. I'm not V. I've chosen that name for the English speaking people. It's more easy to say than Veerle, which is the pronunciation in Flemish. Veerle is also a Flemish name, so but for international purposes it was super handy to call myself V, and I'm completely okay with that. But in my coloring books I write down my full name. If I color in a nameplate page, I don't always do that, but this book is such a beauty. I couldn't decide on a first picture, and that's why I decided to do the nameplate page. But I will come back to this one after the flip through. And this book contains different things. Houses, fairies, animals, a lot of mushrooms, a lot of berries. We have underwater scenes, we have Christmas scenes. It's packed with everything. Food, a lot of food and sweets. I love it. I really love it a lot. And there's so much opportunity to use gold and bronze paints and glittery stuff, metallic stuff. I will have a lot of fun when I decide to dive in the book itself. I love this one. So sweet, and the little guys in there. Klara really has taken her artwork up to a next level, I think. Here we have the underwater world, and look at that side page with this cute seahorse. He's such an adorable thing. It's really a fantastic book. I'm super glad I pre-ordered it. And I did choose for this Facebook group because it was more economical for me compared to Etsy or another Dutch shop that has this book or that sells this book. And everything was packed super secure, and as I was saying, this pencil as an extra gift, it was so nice, super nice attention. All these couples, look at those. They're so cute. It's adorable. It's really adorable. This one is a picture that I don't like that much. I don't know why, but no, with all these heads, they're a bit... I like strange looking pictures and horror pictures, and this is not horror, but no, it's a strange one. And I've noticed that she is using more darker, it was also on this picture, silhouettes from time to time. I don't know if she did it in her previous books, but from time to time it's visible in this one. These also make me think of Lulu Mayo's Owl book. I've seen flip through of that book. I don't have it myself, but they also have some chubby cheeks. So cute. And with these pictures, there's always something new to discover, I think. There are lots of details, but when you start coloring in it, I think we will discover more than we see on the first glance of the eye, blink of an eye. And here we are at the end. On this berry, I did use that Derwent Lightfast pencil. And just like in her previous books, Klara has included a door that you can use in the coloring book. And here we have the beautiful back. So it's a real gem. But, although maybe it's not a but I have discovered or experienced that the paper is different in this edition compared to the previous ones. in my experience, the blue parts here in the sky are Albrecht Dürer pencils. And what I did notice is that this paper sucks up the water and the pigment when using the pigment straight from the pencil on this paper and activate it with a water brush. You don't have a lot of time to move your pigment around. The paper reacted better with a watercolor palette like this one, where I've watered down my color and applied it with a normal paintbrush. So not a water brush, but a normal paintbrush. Then I could move my paint around easier. So that was something that was, was an experience for me. I have used in my previous copies or in her previous books liquid watercolors. I'm curious to test them out in this book and on this paper. I'm not sure if they will work as well as in my other copies. So that was something that was very, that it immediately grabbed my attention that, I don't have a lot of time to move my pigment around, and I didn't have that experience in the previous ones. On the other hand, I think this paper takes pencils better than the previous ones. The previous paper, I think, is more smooth and takes less layers. Compared to this paper, I could layer the Holbeins quite well. I could layer the luminances quite well. So it's a bit of give and take. Watercoloring can be a bit more difficult, but pencils can be a bit more easy. In her previous book, the Holbeins were more difficult to work with. For my feeling, it's just a personal feeling. I prefer working with the Pablos, a harder leaded pencil, or the polychromoses in the other books. But in this one, the softer core pencils worked great. I haven't used or tried the Polys or the Pablos or other harder leaded pencils yet, but the soft ones did a great job on this one. Also, these leaves are also watercolor from a palette and applied directly with my paintbrush, and that also worked. So maybe it's just the fact of putting down pigment with a watercolor pencil straight on the paper that is more difficult than in the past. I will have to search for one type of palette where I can scribble down Albrecht Dürer pigment and work with it like that, just like I do with aqua markers or brush pens, but straight on the paper, a bit tricky. Nevertheless, I really like how this page turned out. I didn't have any clue at the beginning where I wanted to go with this one, so I just started working on her face and on her nightie, and step by step I decided the rest of the colors. I don't have a torch with me, so you can't see that these wings are white with a shade of pink, and his wings are white with a shade of green, but it will be visible when I film my finished pages for the month of September. I did use a lot of stickles on this page, but it won't be visible as well. I've used stickles on the ribbon here, on the center of these flowers. The purple that you are seeing here is also the Derwent Lightfast combined with a luminance pink color, and these are a new stickle or stickles from my recent bought new bottles. It's the Sunset, I think it's called, So it's yellow, but it has a green touch, and I really like it. The border is Paul Rubens paint. These little dots are also Paul Rubens. My name is Paul Rubens. I've used quite some things on this page. A lot of white signo for all the flowers. But I really like how this turned out. But I thought it was important to tell you about my experience with the paper. So I will have to test out how it's going to react with the liquid watercolors. Maybe I will have the same easy way of applying it as in book 3 and 2, but I will have to wait. I did have a bit of a bleed through here, not much, but I didn't experience that with Albrecht Dürer pencil in the past in her books, so. But other than that, don't you just love that? But other than that, I really love this book. I'm going to work quite a lot in this one. Also in her previous ones, I really like the world that she creates, and yeah, I can lose myself in it. So okay, so that was it for this little introduction for the people that haven't seen this book yet, which I don't think is possible because it's super popular on social media. But in case you didn't and haven't heard anything about the paper yet, this is my opinion. It's possible that other colorists won't feel a difference. That's perfectly possible. We all have our own feelings when coloring and techniques, and I can just say what I experienced while working with different materials on this paper. So I thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. I hope you like this book. If you want more information for the coloring group where I ordered my copy, they ship internationally. It's absolutely no problem. So I will be happy to give you the address how or who to contact if you want to order it, or if you want to ask for the price. I'm sorry. And I will hope I will see you soon in another video. Take care and happy coloring. Bye bye.